Has anyone seen a more public, transparent president ever and all his appointed people? I can't say that I have. And why would it be a problem for the employees to return back to work in the office when you were hired to have an in office position? This move, right, will stimulate things, right? They will be in the office, they'll do their job. They'll be more likely to go consume products at the stores, maybe go shopping, maybe go buy a new car, maybe go get their car fixed, right? Think about that. They'll go buy gasoline. They're really not driving their car. If there's millions of people who are at home doing work, and if there wasn't a corrective action needed, right? Uh, and I say this: are the employees who are working from home really working from home? I mean, there is going to be some takeaway, right? They're at home. Are they really working 40 hours or 50, 60 hours? I want to say probably not. I mean, I've been around. I don't have an IT job, but I've talked to IT people before. They know that they can say they're working when they're not working. It's just facts, people. It's just facts. Uh, but why would it be such a fight? It's good for the economy. So there's got to be a reason for this. And it's good for you. Like, hey, we hired you under this, that you have an office job here in the government. That goes for other companies too. I can't tell you how many buildings that I see are empty. There's nobody in there. Nobody. Does it fix some of the core values in the house? I believe so. Uh, that there's more parents home, but the job's the job. Like, if they feel that you, not that they feel, you're required to be back in the office. I can't have my guys work from their house. They have to be in the office. That's in the bays, you know. Working remotely, I don't believe is good for the economy. Um, they're not buying gas. They're not um, spontaneous spending or shopping. They're not hitting, the places for lunch. They're not buying gas. They're not getting oil changes. They're not getting car repairs and maintenance. They're not making vehicle purchases. Not really sure, but there's got to be some formula or math that affects both sides. One, as the employer, I want you back in the office. I need 100% from you. And two, it's going to stimulate the economy also. So, transparency from him, yes, from what we're seeing in the news, in social media, transparency. His people are up front fighting and doing their job. I don't know of any other president that I've been alive for has ever been like this. Um, Anyone else feel or see, or when I say, do you see it? Do you feel it? Do you hear it? Social media is only going to serve you ads and content that you're interested in. But every time you turn on, you know, social media or TV, there's something about our president putting 100% in, and his people putting his 100% in. It makes me feel good. And we're only 30 some odd days, and not even 15, right? 15 days ish into his presidency, and the ball's rolling. Now we just got to get the economy rolling and get money back into people's pockets and get consumer confidence back up, and figure out ways to offset the inflation. Now, there's going to still be inflation. I believe that there's still going to be inflation. Um, Now, is it going to stay the same? Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? I think if he puts more money in the Americans' people pocket currently, current inflation where it's at, right, with current inflation where it's at, with American people with less money in their pockets. So if you take the inflation and then you give the American people money above the inflation, right, that it balances itself, or corrects itself, and if you can keep it there with keeping a lid on the inflation of everything, or trying to move it down, right, in so many different ways, and then move up, the American taxpayers financial situations, there'll be a balance. I don't think that his goal is to not put more money into American people's pockets. That's my goal for myself. From him, one is to put more people, not let alone in my bank account, or less out of my paycheck, and more is that if inflation stays the way that it is, there has to be a correction where the American people have to have more money. And I don't think it comes from forcing businesses to give people more money for salaries, because that only will drive inflation up. Along with tariffs, will that drive some inflation up? It's no different than this. You're just not going to consume that product anymore. I mean, that's that. Like, how many people are buying $100,000 Corvettes that would normally buy a $60,000 Corvette? They're going to say, okay, I just can't do that anymore. I can't pump another $40,000. As much as I love Corvettes, I can't go another $40,000 or $50,000 for that new Corvette every 5 or 10 years. They'll just go to Audi or something else, or they just won't do it anymore. Chrysler with their $100,000 vehicles, and Stellantis is a train wreck. So that's my thought there. But transparent, out in the public. It's going to be an exciting year. Stay with me. Thanks for watching. This isn't politics. He's just say, hey, guy's doing his job.